In the next 10 years, millions of retirees will watch their savings vanish. Not from poor investments, not from medical bills, from the places they chose to retire. The taxes you thought you'd escaped follow you into retirement. Property bills that climb faster than Social Security checks. Income taxes that treat your pension like you're still earning six figures. It's not coming. It's already here. Retirees built their nest eggs expecting them to last. But 12 states have created systems that drain those accounts faster than anyone planned. Here are the 12 states bleeding retirees dry. Rhode Island. On paper, Rhode Island doesn't look terrible for retirees. The state exempts Social Security from taxation for most residents. But that's where the good news ends and the bleeding begins. Property taxes in Rhode Island average $4,854 per year, ranking among the highest in the nation. For a retiree living on a fixed income of $30,000 to $40,000 annually, that property tax bill consumes 12 to 16% of their entire income before they've paid for food, health care, or utilities. The state's income tax structure makes things worse. Rhode Island taxes pension income, 401k distributions, and IRA withdrawals at rates ranging from 3.75% to 5.99%. Unlike states that offer substantial retirement income exclusions, Rhode Island provides only limited relief. The state allows seniors to exclude just $15,000 of pension and annuity income, and only if their federal adjusted gross income falls below $95,550. This creates a trap for middle-income retirees. Someone drawing $50,000 from retirement accounts faces full taxation on $35,000 of that income at the state level, on top of federal taxes. When you add property taxes and the state's relatively high cost of living, retirees find themselves spending a substantially larger portion of their income on basic expenses than they anticipated. The situation worsens for homeowners who haven't paid off their mortgages. Combined with property taxes, housing costs can easily consume 40 to 50% of retirement income. Meanwhile, healthcare costs in Rhode Island run above the national average, creating another drain on fixed incomes. What makes Rhode Island particularly challenging is its size. Unlike larger states where retirees might move to lower-cost areas within the state, Rhode Island offers little geographic relief. High-tax towns sit next to other high-tax towns. The entire state operates under the same expensive reality. Vermont markets itself as a peaceful retirement destination, with small towns, beautiful landscapes, and a slower pace of life. The state certainly delivers on scenery. What it also delivers is a tax structure that systematically drains retirement savings. Vermont taxes Social Security benefits for households earning above certain income thresholds. Single filers with adjusted gross income exceeding $50,000 and joint filers above $65,000 face state taxation on their benefits. This immediately distinguishes Vermont from the majority of states that fully exempt Social Security. But the real damage comes from Vermont's treatment of other retirement income. The state taxes pensions, 401k withdrawals, and IRA distributions at rates ranging from 3.35% to 8.75%. Unlike neighboring New Hampshire, which has no income tax, Vermont captures a significant portion of retirement distributions. Property taxes compound the problem. The state's effective property tax rate exceeds 1.8%, one of the highest in the country. For a home valued at $300,000, a modest price in many Vermont communities, annual property taxes exceed $5,400. Retirees often discover that their property tax bills increase faster than their cost of living adjustments from Social Security. Vermont offers some property tax relief programs for low-income seniors, but the income thresholds are restrictive. Most middle-class retirees earn too much to qualify for relief, but not enough to comfortably absorb the tax burden. This creates a particularly difficult situation for those who purchased homes decades ago when Vermont was more affordable and now find themselves property rich but income poor. The state's sales tax of 6% applies to most goods, though groceries and prescription drugs remain exempt. While this provides some relief, retirees still face above-average costs for clothing, home supplies, and other necessities. Heating costs present another challenge. Vermont's long, cold winters require substantial energy expenditure. Natural gas, heating oil, and electricity costs run well above national averages. For retirees on fixed incomes, winter heating bills of $400 to $600 per month create severe budget strain, especially when combined with property and income taxes. Wisconsin positions itself as a moderate retirement destination, neither the best nor the worst. But for retirees dependent on defined benefit pensions or substantial retirement account withdrawals, Wisconsin's tax treatment creates a steady drain that accelerates over time. The state taxes most retirement income at rates ranging from 3.54% to 7.65%. Unlike its neighbor Illinois, which fully exempts retirement income, Wisconsin offers no blanket protection for pension or 401k distributions. This immediately creates a disadvantage for retirees receiving substantial pension income from careers in manufacturing, education, or government service. Wisconsin does exempt Social Security benefits from state taxation, providing some relief. However, this exemption primarily benefits retirees whose income consists mainly of Social Security. For those with additional retirement income streams, the state tax bite becomes substantial. Property taxes present the larger problem. Wisconsin's property taxes represent approximately 3.5% of personal income, among the highest rates in the country. The median property tax bill exceeds $3,600 annually. In popular retirement counties like Door County and Walworth County, effective property tax rates often exceed 2% of assessed value. This creates particular hardship for long-term homeowners. A couple who purchased their home for $150,000 decades ago may now own property assessed at $400,000. Their annual property tax bill of $8,000 or more consumes a substantial portion of retirement income, even though they built no additional equity. Wisconsin offers the property tax deferral loan program for seniors, but this merely postpones the problem. The deferred taxes accrue interest, creating a lien against the property. Many retirees discover they're essentially taking out a high-interest loan against their home equity to pay property taxes, steadily eroding the asset they plan to leave to their children or use for long-term care. The state's climate adds hidden costs. Cold winters drive up heating expenses, while humid summers increase cooling costs. Many retirees underestimate these expenses when calculating their retirement budgets, discovering too late that their fixed income doesn't stretch as far as planned in Wisconsin's seasonal extremes. Montana attracts retirees with its stunning mountain landscapes, outdoor recreation, and promise of a simpler life. But beneath that appealing exterior lies a tax structure that quietly bleeds retirement accounts dry, particularly for those with pension income or substantial investment portfolios. Montana fully taxes pension income and retirement account distributions at rates ranging from 1% to 6.75%. The state provides no exclusion or deduction for retirement income. Every dollar withdrawn from a 401k, IRA, or pension gets taxed at the full state rate on top of federal taxes. For a retiree withdrawing $70,000 annually, Montana captures roughly $3,500 in state income taxes alone. Property taxes create another drain. While Montana's nominal property tax rates appear moderate, rapidly appreciating property values have driven tax bills sharply higher. Between 2020 and 2025, property values in popular retirement areas like Flathead County Gallatin County, and Missoula County increased 40 to 70%. Property tax bills rose correspondingly. This appreciation trap catches retirees who moved to Montana when property was affordable. A couple who purchased a home for $300,000 in 2015 may now own property worth $600,000. Their property tax bill has doubled, but their retirement income hasn't. They face a choice between paying crushing property taxes or selling and leaving the state they chose for retirement. Healthcare access presents additional challenges. Montana has fewer healthcare providers per capita than most states, and rural areas face particular shortages. Retirees often discover they must travel substantial distances for specialist care, adding transportation costs and time burdens. Medicare Advantage plan options remain limited in many Montana counties, forcing retirees into more expensive traditional Medicare plus supplemental coverage. The state's geographic isolation increases living costs in subtle ways. Fewer competitors in many markets means higher prices for goods and services. Major purchases like vehicles often require travel to larger cities outside Montana, adding expense and inconvenience. These small premium costs accumulate over years, steadily eroding retirement savings. Montana's winter weather creates both obvious and hidden expenses. Heating costs run high, but so do vehicle maintenance costs from harsh winter conditions, increased insurance premiums in areas prone to wildfires, and higher property maintenance costs in mountain environments. Retirees discover that their all-in cost of living exceeds their pre-retirement projections by 20 to 30%. Kansas operates under the radar as a retirement destination, neither celebrated nor condemned. But for retirees, particularly those with significant pension or investment income, Kansas creates a financial burden that accumulates year after year. The state recently improved its treatment of Social Security, now exempting benefits for most recipients. However, Kansas continues to tax pension income, 401k distributions, and IRA withdrawals at rates up to 5.7% for households earning above $60,000. While this rate sits below some high-tax states, Kansas offers minimal deductions or exemptions that might offset the burden. For retired public employees, the situation proves particularly difficult. Kansas taxes public pensions, including those from Kansas public employment. Teachers, state workers, and municipal employees who spent careers serving Kansas residents face state taxation on their pension income. This creates resentment among retirees who feel they've paid twice, once through lower salaries during their working years and again through pension taxation in retirement. Property taxes present another challenge. Kansas property tax rates vary significantly by county, but many popular retirement areas maintain rates above 1.5% of assessed value. Johnson County, one of the state's more desirable retirement locations, has effective property tax rates approaching 1.7%. Combined with relatively high home values, this produces annual property tax bills of $6,000 to $8,000 for modest middle-class homes. The state offers limited property tax relief for seniors. The Homestead Refund Program provides minimal benefits, typically a few $100s annually, insufficient to meaningfully offset rising property tax bills. Income limits for the program are low enough that many middle-class retirees don't qualify. Kansas also maintains relatively high sales taxes. The state rate of 6.5%, combined with local taxes, pushes total sales tax rates above 9% in many areas. Unlike some states that exempt groceries, Kansas taxes food at the full rate, directly impacting retirees trying to control spending on necessities. Healthcare costs in Kansas run close to national averages, but access poses challenges in rural areas. Nearly 40% of Kansas counties qualify as healthcare provider shortage areas. Retirees in these areas face longer travel times for medical care, adding transportation costs and reducing quality of life. The combination of pension taxation, high property taxes, and limited relief programs creates steady financial pressure. Kansas doesn't devastate retirees with a single massive tax burden. Instead, it bleeds them through multiple smaller cuts that accumulate over time, steadily reducing purchasing power and financial security. Massachusetts. Massachusetts carries a reputation as a high-cost state, but many retirees assume the tax burden falls primarily on high earners. They're wrong. Massachusetts has crafted a tax structure that extracts substantial revenue from retirees across income levels while providing minimal protections for retirement savings. The state taxes most retirement income at a flat rate of 5%. Unlike states with progressive tax brackets where lower-income retirees might face minimal taxation, Massachusetts applies the same rate regardless of income level. A retiree withdrawing $30,000 from retirement accounts pays the same percentage as one withdrawing $300,000. Massachusetts taxes pension income, 401k distributions, and IRA withdrawals. The state provides no meaningful exclusions or deductions for retirement income. Social Security remains exempt, but for retirees with additional income sources, the state captures 5% of every dollar above the standard deduction. In 2023, Massachusetts added a 4% surtax on income exceeding $1 million, dubbed the millionaire's tax. While most retirees won't reach this threshold through regular distributions, those who sell investment properties, liquidate substantial portfolios, or receive large pension lump sum distributions can suddenly face the surtax. This 9% combined state tax rate rivals the highest in the nation. Property taxes create the larger burden. Massachusetts property taxes average about $5,000 annually, but in popular retirement areas, the bills run substantially higher. Communities in eastern Massachusetts, Cape Cod, and the Berkshires often have property tax bills exceeding $8,000 to $12,000 for modest homes. The state offers limited property tax relief for low-income seniors, but income thresholds are restrictive. The state also imposes an estate tax with a $1 million exemption, the lowest in the country. Most other states with estate taxes exempt several million dollars. In Massachusetts, estates exceeding $1 million face rates up to 16%. For middle-class retirees who own paid-off homes in appreciated markets and have modest retirement savings, hitting the $1 million threshold happens easily. Estates worth $1.2 million pay taxes on the entire amount, not just the excess. This estate tax creates planning complications. Retirees discover they must engage in complex estate planning, potentially spending thousands on legal fees, just to avoid leaving their heirs with substantial tax bills. The alternative involves liquidating assets before death, potentially triggering capital gains taxes and creating its own financial burden. Healthcare costs in Massachusetts run above national averages, though the state offers relatively good access to medical facilities. However, Medicare Advantage plans in Massachusetts often have higher premiums than national averages, and supplemental coverage costs more. The combination of income taxes on retirement distributions, high property taxes, estate taxes, and elevated living costs creates substantial financial pressure. Massachusetts doesn't advertise itself as retirement-friendly, and the numbers prove why. Illinois makes its first appearance on this list, though it won't be the last. The state occupies a peculiar position. It exempts retirement income from state taxation, providing what appears to be significant relief. But that single benefit cannot overcome the crushing weight of property taxes, underfunded pensions that threaten municipal services, and a deteriorating fiscal environment that pushes costs onto homeowners. Illinois property taxes rank among the highest in the nation. The effective property tax rate exceeds 2% in many counties. Cook County, which includes Chicago, has rates approaching 2.3%. For a home valued at $350,000, a middle-class property in many Illinois suburbs, annual property taxes exceed $8,000. These property taxes continue rising. Illinois faces unfunded pension liabilities exceeding $140 billion, among the worst in the nation. Local governments respond by increasing property taxes, often by the maximum amount allowed annually. Retirees on fixed incomes watch their property tax bills climb 3 to 5% yearly, while their Social Security cost of living adjustments rarely match that pace. The state's fiscal crisis creates deteriorating services. Despite paying high property taxes, Illinois residents see declining infrastructure quality, reduced municipal services, and school districts struggling with funding. Retirees pay more and receive less. Illinois also maintains high sales taxes. The state rate of 6.25%, combined with local taxes, pushes total sales tax rates above 10% in Chicago and many suburbs. Cook County adds another 1.75%, and Chicago adds another 1.25%. Buying a car, furniture, or appliances in Chicago means paying 10.25% sales tax. The state taxes investment income, including capital gains, dividends, and interest, at a flat 4.95%. While retirement account distributions escape taxation, retirees with taxable investment accounts face this additional burden. For those who built wealth through taxable brokerage accounts rather than 401k plans, Illinois captures a significant portion. Population decline signals deeper problems. Illinois lost more than 340,000 residents between 2010 and 2025, with the trend accelerating. Retirees are leaving, creating a feedback loop. As the population declines, the tax burden on remaining residents increases. Property taxes must cover the same municipal costs spread across fewer taxpayers. The deteriorating fiscal environment creates uncertainty. Bond rating agencies have downgraded Illinois multiple times, reflecting concerns about the state's ability to meet obligations. Retirees worry about potential future tax increases, benefit cuts, or erosion of the retirement income exemption. Illinois demonstrates how a single tax benefit cannot overcome systemic fiscal dysfunction. The retirement income exemption provides real savings, but property taxes and the broader deteriorating fiscal environment make Illinois increasingly untenable for retirees trying to preserve their savings. New York. New York has built a tax structure specifically designed to extract maximum revenue from those least able to flee. High-income earners can relocate. Retirees with established social networks, family connections, and aging parents often cannot. New York knows this and taxes accordingly. The state imposes income tax rates ranging from 4% to 10.9%, among the highest in the nation. New York taxes pension income, 401k distributions, and IRA withdrawals at these rates. The state exempts Social Security but provides minimal other protection for retirement income. A retiree withdrawing $60,000 annually from retirement accounts can expect to pay over $5,000 in state income taxes. New York also allows New York City to impose additional local income taxes ranging from 3.078% to